So now in the last video you have seen how to write the journal entry to write off or to close the accumulated profits or profits account like this. Okay, now we'll see accumulated losses and fictitious assets. Now if there is a loss available, accumulated loss, or if there are any fictitious assets available, we know fictitious assets are not real assets, they are actually expenditure, but they are based on a long-term expense, so they are write off. Some of the part of that is written off and they are recorded in profit and loss account, and the unwritten off amount is available on asset side of balance sheet. That unwritten off amount of expenditure available on asset side of the balance sheet is known as fictitious asset, and such assets or fictitious assets are called as our loss. It is not an asset, it is an expenditure, right? So it is unwritten off expenditure, means considered as a loss. So that loss also should be written off or should be closed and transferred to the partner's capital or current account at the time of reconstruction. Okay, so which are the accumulated losses account? So we have accumulated loss account, only one available, that is profit and loss account into bracket debit balance. This is the loss account. Also we have available fictitious assets like advertisement, suspense account, also preliminary expense account, right? So such kind of losses, if it is available, that also we have to close and transfer to the partner's capital or current account, and it should be distributed among the partner in their which ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. Now again we know these are all losses accounts, so they all have a which balance? Debit balance, right? So these are all debit balances accounts are available. We have to close them, so these accounts will be credited and it is transferred to the capital or current account. So partner's capital or current account will be debited, and as discussed in the first chapter, that capital or losses are always recorded on debit side of capital or current account. So same thing we are doing. So the journal entry, now I am writing accounting treatment. For this accounting treatment I am writing, so the entry will be partners capital or current account, as the case may be. I am writing both over here to explain you. Partners capital or current account debit to profit and loss account, that was a debit balance given, we have credited it, to advertisement suspense account, to preliminary expenses account, right? And profit and loss account, partners capital or current account, why I am writing? You know that if we are preparing the capital account under fluctuating capital account method, then it is transferred to the capital account directly. But if we are preparing the capital account under fixed capital account method, then these profits or loss both will be transferred to which account? Current account in that case. So that is why I am using this both the words. According to the case, you have to write the account name, capital account or maybe current account. Okay, so these are what the two entries. Now it was the last part which is remaining regarding accounting treatment of accumulated profit or loss. Okay, and one another note which you have to keep in mind: workman profit sharing fund account, that is actually a liability. What it is? A liability for the firm. So it is not distributed among the partners. Okay, that is a note which you have to keep in mind, that workers profit sharing fund is actually a liability for the firm. Okay, it is, what is the reason? See, these two accounts which are important, workers accident compensation fund and workers profit sharing fund. What is the purpose of this reserve? Why it is created? The workers accident compensation fund, the name you can see that the words available in the name, it is compensation reserve account or compensation fund account. But when there is any accident during the working hours and in the business we have, and due to that any worker is affected, right, or worker is injured, so in that case the compensation will be given to the worker by the business firm or partnership firm, and for that purpose they have created one reserve out of the profit. So that is why it is a reserve. When it is utilized, if there is any accident available and any compensation is to be payable to worker, then only it will be utilized, otherwise it is not of any use. Okay, so that means what? It is not a liability, it is a reserve we have created. We don't have to give it to worker without the accident or without any reason. So that is why this is a profit, we can say. If there is no accident we have, then it should be a profit, considered as profit, and it is transferred to the partner's capital or current account. But workmen profit sharing fund is actually a share in profit which is given to a worker or given to workers by the business or by the firm. That is, firm is earning a good profit. Okay, so out of the profit, firm has decided to give some profit to the worker, but this profit sharing fund or this profit, which is the share of profit available payable to worker, will be given to the worker or workers at the time of their retirement. So this will become a liability for the firm. What it will become a liability? Firm has to pay, not during this year or during the next year, but when the worker will retire, at that time this fund will be given to the worker, because it is his right to get a share in profit if the firm has declared this kind of share in profit. Okay, so that is why this profit sharing fund is a liability for the firm, and it is not distributed among partner, remember. Okay, but workers accident compensation fund is a reserve, is a profit, so it is distributed among the firm. If there is any claim available for the compensation, then that much claim will become a liability. Remaining sharing fund will be distributed, accident compensation fund will be distributed. Okay, so that I will discuss with you again also when there is a point available in the question regarding compensation claim. We'll discuss that too again. Okay, but this is important one. These are all steps we are doing in this chapter will be helpful to you in the next two chapters again. Okay, so that again I will discuss with you, and again you will come to know that what is the journal entry for these different types of transactions available. Okay, now according to this you have to write this. First of all, write down the title, this distribution of reserves and accumulated profit among the partners. Then below that, first write down accumulated or consolidated profit. Which are the profits available? Some of the examples I have given you. So these examples write down. The profits are like this available, and then its accounting treatment you have to write. Okay, then afterwards accumulated losses or fictitious assets. So which are that losses or assets available? That examples write down first, and then write down its accounting treatment. Okay, and afterwards the last one, this note also you have to write down below that note, and then below that write down this note, that workman profit sharing fund account dash liability for the firm, or you can write it is a liability for the firm, so it is not distributed among the partners. Okay, like this you have to write the note also. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to copy. Now I will explain you one sum regarding this point only, then again we'll see the sum including all the points, that is recording the revaluation of assets and liabilities as well as distributing these accumulated reserves and losses also, and afterwards we are going to prepare that revaluation account, also the balance sheet with the new balances of assets and liabilities or capital. That kind of sum also we'll see afterwards. Okay, so just now I am going to discuss with you a question regarding this accumulated profit or losses we have. Okay, so you can see in your textbook page number it is 141, textbook page number 141. There is a question number 12 available. Page number 141, question number 12. I am reading the question. You can see in your textbook also that Alay and Sanket are the partners of a firm. Profit and loss sharing ratio among them is 2:1. As on 31/3/17, the following are the balances in the books of a firm. Then profit and loss account, see which balance given? Debit balance. This is called as our loss. Reserve fund, it is a profit. Workers profit sharing fund, it is our liability. It is not profit, it is a liability. So this cannot be distributed among partners. Workers accident compensation fund is a profit. Okay. On the above date, Alay and Sanket decided to change their profit loss sharing ratio to 1:1. A claim of rupees 6,000 is outstanding payable to workers against workers accident compensation fund. Past journal entries showing distribution of accumulated profit or loss in the books of a firm. Okay, now see, they have given first of all a loss, then a profit, reserve fund, this is a liability, this cannot be distributed, and workers accident compensation fund. How much it is available? 21,000, out of which there is a claim available. You can see over here, second line in the paragraph after the balances. A claim of 6,000 rupees is outstanding payable to worker against the workers accident compensation fund. Means out of 21,000, 6,000 is a claim liability for the firm. Firm has to pay this liability of claim to the worker. So that we cannot distribute. So out of 21,000, 6,000 we have to deduct. Remaining will be our reserve profit, that is 21,000 minus 6,000 means 15,000 is our profit, and that will be distributed among the partners. And what is the profit loss sharing ratio? Old ratio in which they have to distribute. New ratio is given, but in this new ratio these profits cannot be distributed because they are available before the change in profit loss sharing ratio. So these profits or losses should be distributed in their old ratio 2:1. So see, I am writing the information first of all, old ratio, new ratio, and then I will show you the journal entry. So see now, it is question number 12, textbook page number 141. Okay, first of all, old ratio is available. Old ratio among the partners Alay and Sanket, it is available 2:1. New ratio is given among the partners Alay and Sanket, 1:1. Okay, now I will show that calculation regarding the workers accident compensation fund. Workers accident compensation fund is equals to rupees 21,000 available. From this minus claim for accident compensation, that much claim firm has to pay to the worker, so that we cannot consider as our profit, which is known as our liability. How much it is? 6,000. So the workers accident compensation fund, which is called as a profit, only how much available for the distribution purpose? 15,000. This is the thing which you have to keep in mind. This is to show you only, otherwise you can directly show this distribution of 15,000 in your journal entry, no problem. Okay, now I will write the journal entries about this, each and every transaction available. Okay, so first of all I'll write a title, journals in the books of the firm of Alay and Sanket. Okay, then I'll prepare the columns for this. Each and every journal entry, remember, for which you have to write a narration also. Okay, so always try to write the journal entries properly, as we know the rules of writing the journal entries, so that you will get proper clear idea about this journal entry. Okay. Date, we don't have to mention the date. Okay, you can write serial number. I will show that serial number you can write, but date we don't have to mention because these transactions are available at one date only, any one specific date only. So date is not required over here. Only requirement is the transaction detail and the entries. Okay, so that I will show you one by one. So first of all is over here serial number. I can write particulars, ledger folio number, debit amount rupees and credit amount rupees. Now the first one is profit and loss account debit balance, so that will close and transfer to the capital account. So first one, it is a debit balance given, means that profit and loss account we are going to credit it, and which account will be debited? The partner's capital account. So I can write over here Alloy's capital account debit. They have not mentioned anything about the method of preparing the capital account, so we have to consider as fluctuating only. Okay, Alloy's capital account debit, Sanket's capital account debit to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is available 18,000. You can credit it to profit and loss account 18,000. Now distribute among them in their which ratio? 2:1, old ratio. So 18,000 divided by 3 total share, that will be 6,000 one share. 6,000 into 2, 12,000, and 6,000 into 1, 6,000. Narration you can write being distributed profit and loss account debit into bracket among partners, like this. In short, you have to write the narration, okay, which you can understand and the other person also can understand, right? Then the second one is available reserve fund. So reserve fund is our profit credit balance, so that account will be closed and given a debit effect, and capital account will be given a credit effect. So the second journal entry, reserve fund account debit to Alloy's capital account and to Sanket's capital account. Reserve fund is available 27,000. So reserve fund account debited by 27,000. Now distribute again in the old ratio 2:1. So it will be 18,000 and 9,000. Right? Similarly, narration you can write being distributed reserve fund among the partners in old ratio. This you can mention if you want to write in old ratio. Okay, that is another entry we have completed. And the last one now, the last one is workers profit sharing fund is a liability. You can show over here that note, workers profit sharing fund is a liability. So it is said that it is a liability, means we cannot distribute among the partner. Only reserves, profits or loss can be distributed. So that is what note I wrote over here, so that the person who is checking that can understand that yes, it is a liability, so student has not distributed it. Okay. And the last one, workers accident compensation fund, which how much I have to distribute? Only 15,000. So I can write the journal entry. It is also a profit, so that profit means we have to debit this profit account, workers accident compensation fund account debit to Alloy's capital account and to Sanket's capital account. Now 15,000 accident compensation fund I have to distribute in the old ratio again. 2:1 is your old ratio. So 15,000 into 2/3, it will be 10,000, and Sanket said 5,000. Narration being distributed workers accident compensation fund among partners in old ratio, right? So this is how we can write the journal entry about the accumulated profit or losses available in the balance sheet at the time of reconstruction of a partnership firm. And hope that you got the idea about how to record the accumulated profit and losses among the partner. So next time again we'll see the other sums now, including the journal entries about revaluation of assets and liabilities, as well as this accumulated profit and losses. We'll see the journal entries afterwards. Okay, so thank you very much everyone. Take care all.